Hey guys, we're here to do a season wrap up. Season 3 has come to an end. We have won the gimmick Super Bowl. Check the channel, it's on there. Click on it, something. Watch the Super Bowl and put me over. And we're here at the off season now. I want to wrap up this season. I want to take an overlook at the team. I want to look at the stats. I want to look at awards. Weekly awards, etc., etc. And I also had a bit of a crossroads here in what we should do with the franchise. And we'll talk about that at the end of the video. Hopefully I remember. So first, we're going to look at the team as they are now. Look at what we've built a pretty good team. Costanzo is still there, unfortunately, and this guy still sucks. But we've built a pretty good team. You got Nelson, he's sitting on 22,000 XP. You got the Trey Mason. Like this Nelson guy, man, he could easily shoot up to like a 92 in no time. The Andrew Luck at a 98 or a 99, you could say. Like the T.Y., like everybody here is just pretty darn good. We go to the defensive side of the ball and it looks even better. Pretty much everybody, with the exception of the Jabal Sheard, is intact, and I don't have to talk contracts with any of these guys, just the Jabal Sheard. This is a really good team, especially it turned out to be a good team at the end of the season, and the defense finally came to play once playoff time came. That makes sense, right? That makes perfect sense. So let's look at some records. Here are your top 7. You have the Cowboys, who only lost 3 games all season, and of course they lost in their first round of playoffs, coming off the divisional they lost to the Giants, I believe. You have the Bengals at 12-4. We had to knock them out. The Packers, I believe they lost in the first, their first round divisional to the Panthers. You got us, the Bulldogs, who, of course, won the gimmick Super Bowl. The Chargers, they lost in the wild card. The Panthers, who lost in the conference championship to the Giants. And the Bills, who lost in the wild card. So let's see who won these gimmick divisions. Oh my God. The AFC North was terrible. And the Bengals just ran through it. They just got free wins out of that division. The AFC South, a little bit more competitive. The Texans did well. We did well. The Titans were mediocre, and the Jaguars brought up the rear. AFC East, top 2 teams were heavy. Bottom 2 teams sucked. Simple as that. Looking at the AFC West, you have a top-heavy team, and everybody else mediocre and below. NFC North, 1 good team and the rest sucked. NFC South, 1 good team and the rest sucked. What is up with all these losses? Here we go. The NFC East. It looks like the NFC East and the AFC South were the 2 most competitive divisions. The Cowboys at 13-3 and the Giants at 10-6. Redskins mediocre and the Eagles just under the mediocre. Just under 500, that is. And then we have the NFC West. We have the Seahawks and everybody else. And I believe that's it. So let's take a quick look at the weekly awards and let's see how many of these things we got. Let's see. We have Andrew Luck, week 5, with 629 passing yards and 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But absolutely just tore it up that week. Week 6, Andrew Luck returns, 452 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. All right, week 7, we took that off. Week 8, Andrew Luck comes back again, 541 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, but he did fumble. All right, we have nobody in week 9, but you can see the Giants are starting to come on a little bit. There's that damn Roberson. You got Dez. We don't look at Patriots. All right, here we go. The Justin Nelson, 163 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 47 receiving yards in Week 13. We skip ahead to the playoffs, it looks like. The Giants, you can see that they're turning on. We had a bye week in the first week. Then we get to, what's this, the divisional championship, and you don't have us in there at all. We get to the conference, and T.Y. Hilton with 196 yards. I don't believe he had any touchdowns, though. And then we get to the gimmick Super Bowl. And, of course, your MVP, the T.Y. Hilton with 221 yards, 3 touchdown receptions. And Stephon Anthony with 13 touchdowns and a forced fumble. But you see, the Giants came on. Once Breeze got going in Week 17, it looks like. Yeah, they didn't turn back. They did not turn back. I'm not sure if I showed these awards, but here's your league MVP, the Aaron Rodgers. Followed by Andrew Luck. You have Justin Nelson at 4th, and he was a rookie. And T.Y. Hilton wasn't in the voting. Ain't that a bitch? Coach of the Year, we are in 4th. Offensive Player of the Year, we have the Justin Nelson, Andrew Luck at 4, and T.Y. Hilton all the way down at 10. Just getting into the voting at the end of the season. We had nobody in there for Defensive Player of the Year, but Burfett won it. Offensive Rookie of the Year, the Justin Nelson, followed by that damn Texan. And some other guys that we just don't know. Defensive Rookie of the Year, trust me, we had no one. We had no one. Best quarterback, without a doubt, the Andrew Luck. Best running back, Justin Nelson, followed by Hollywood and then Giovanni Bernard. Even though Giovanni Bernard was sharing carries, that's pretty good. Wide receivers, without a doubt, the T.Y. Hilton. Followed by the A.J. Green and Cedric Scott. Is he a rookie or what's the deal with that? Best offensive lineman, Mohort takes 2nd. And that's the only guy that we had in there. Best D-line, trust me, we had no one. No one. Best line, no one. We have no one. Best DB, we have someone. We have this guy. Mr. AKA, for some reason, still makes it into this thing. It's got to be his overall. Best kicker, the gay man makes it at number 9. And I guess that's it for the annual awards. And now we're going to take a look at the stats. So, offense, team stats. Overall, the Cowboys were insane. Total yards, total offensive yards, Cowboys are insane. Passing yards, that's where we come in. 54.99. I could have sworn we had 57, but maybe there were some losses. I don't know. Rushing yards, we didn't do all that well. As a matter of fact, we were in the bottom 4. That's not good. Points per game, that's got to be us. Yep, that's us just eking out the Cowboys by 0.5, by a half a point. Passing touchdowns, that's not us. But we're in the top 4. We'll take it. Rushing touchdowns, I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. We don't even need to look at that. Defense. Now, here's where it gets ugly. For us, passing yards allowed, yeah. But rushing yards allowed, yeah. So we had the best rushing defense, the worst pass defense. Points allowed. Oh, we didn't give up the most. We're in the top 6, but didn't give up the most. Sacks on the QB. And we're in the middle. Fumble recoveries. And we're in second to last. Interceptions. We're in the middle of the pack. And that's it for that. Alright, I don't care about any of this other stuff, and I doubt you guys do either. So here's where we stack up with our own personal yards at the end of the season. Andrew Luck with a lot. 5,700 yards, 36 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions. We sacked a bunch of times. Completion percentage is at 63. So numbers did go up across the board, averaging 360 yards almost per game. Running the ball, the Justin Nelson with 1255, averaging 5.3 yards a carry, 33 touchdowns, just obliterating the rushing touchdowns record. Averaged 73 yards a game. Gotta bring that up. He only had 2 fumbles, but he did fumble, but only 2 all season. And that's good from somebody converting from wide receiver to running back. See, now here, right here, here's where it gets ugly. T.Y. Hilton with 2,000 yards receiving, shattering the record. Kobe Fleener with 1,000 yards, and the Gordon with 700. Everybody else played their role. T.Y. Hilton averaging almost 130 yards per game and 10 touchdowns, while Fleener had 9. His run after the catch, almost 1,000 yards of running after the catch. That is insane. Who gave up the most sacks? Anthony Costanzo. Mohort, hey, sir, what are you doing? And Beecham. I kind of expect that from Beecham, but the Mohort, bro. Tackles, our leader. Stephon Anthony had 123 tackles. Wow. Followed by the Tremaine Johnson with 96 and the Jamie Collins with 93. I didn't know that Anthony had that many tackles. Tackles for loss. That's the Jonathan Newsom, followed by the Stephon Anthony. Sacks, we don't get many of those. Michael Brockers with 5.5. Ricardo Jordan with 5. Derek Wolfe with 5. And the Jabal Sheard with 5. Interceptions. Vontae with 5. Prince Amukamara with 4. Marcus Burley with 3. Let's look at forced fumbles before we get up out. Well, we want to see where guys stack up. All right, not many forced fumbles. Here we are taking a look at how we rack up in the rest of the league. Andrew Luck with almost 1,000 yards more than the second guy. That's actually the White Vic. Yeah, the White Vic. He is a beast. Touchdowns. All right, we were second in touchdowns. Second to the Aaron Rodgers. Time sacked. Damn, Jameis Winston got beat up on. Completion percentage. I think we started right here. Let's see where we are. Yeah, we're down there. Yards per attempt. That's got to be us, right? That's not us. Well, that is us when you filter out those other nobodies. But that's us. Yards per game. That's clearly us. With Nick James coming in second. And Wayne Roberson, fucking Texan. Oh, wow. He even missed 3 games, too. Downs played, but he still played more downs than us. Running the ball. Let's take a look at yards and see the Justin Nelson had, I believe he was 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th in the league in rushing yards. Clearly 1st in the league in touchdowns. Like more than doubled 2nd place. And nearly tripling 3rd place. Yards per carry. All right, we're not. What about the guys that matter? Niles Davis, I can say that he matters. Let's look at McCoy. Okay. We in there, though. Rushing yards per game, we are not at the top. We're just not there. Broken tackles, is that us? Wow, the Justin Nelson with the most broken tackles. Runs of 20 yards or more, Justin Nelson with 14. The next closest is 4, and that's from Cam Newton. Wow. And then when you look at downs played, we're not even in there. Wait. Why are some of these guys in here? Oh, let's not look at that. Receiving yards. There's T.Y. Hilton, and then there's everybody else. Like, over 500 more yards than second place. I mean, it got to a point where we were pretty much just spamming T.Y. because he just couldn't be stopped. He could not be stopped. Touchdowns. Tie for 4th in touchdowns. Yards after catch. Again, that's us. And we don't need to go any further than that. Damn, this really puts things into perspective when you look at total tackles. My lord. Total sacks, as you can see, we're not going to be anywhere near that. Interceptions. Forced fumble. Well, yeah. None of us are in there. Touchdowns, maybe? Do we have any? We're not even gonna take out the time to do this. Oh, whoa, somebody had one. The Tremaine Johnson had one. Okay. Oh, wait. Mr. AKA had one. And that's it. Alright, so we took care of everybody's records. We took a look at the team. We also took a look at stats and everything. Drew Brees retired. Let's take a look at some news here. Lopsided affair, but apparently we don't have a report. Let's see. Carlos Dansby retiring. Chuck Pagano, you motherfucking traitor. That's why I cut your ass. New driver. All right, so now it's just talking about coaches. All right. Okay, more stuff we don't care about. All right. Let's see. Drew Brees. Everybody's putting over Drew Brees. The Bulldogs won that one going away. Snooze fest. That wasn't a snooze fest. It started off good. Good for the Bulldogs, but how do you not show up for the biggest game in the NFL? New York. Let's see what else we have here. Who else want to put us over? All right, nobody else putting us over. That's cool. Look at my stories. Lopsided affair. We have nothing to say here. Players need to be at their peak in the playoffs, and Andrew Luck was just that this week with 5 touchdown passes and victory. And the rest is the rest of the playoffs. The Bulldogs are playing their best football right now, and will certainly be ready and waiting for the Super Bowl. That was true. Some might be surprised to see Justin Nelson as the Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC, but he more than earned the award. He definitely more than earned it. 33 touchdowns, 5th in the league in rushing yards. Why the fuck not? History was made when Andrew Luck. Oh wait, let's go back now. We got records here. History was made when Andrew Luck threw for 5,757 yards this season, which is now an NFL record. The record was previously held by the Peyton Manning. T.Y. Hilton should cash in on his 2,052 yards receiving after the year ends because he's having a season for ages. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm going to make a poll, and I'm going to leave the poll in the description below. I need as many of you guys voting on it as possible. It's literally only 2 clicks, but I need to know this because it's very important for the fate of this season. Not this season, but the fate of this series. So we all know that Madden 17 is coming out, and I want to say about a week. About a week is coming out. I don't know if I'll be getting the game early. Hopefully I will. So my question to you guys is, what do we do with the season? If I continue the series, if I continue the series, which I can do, it will get in the way of my production for Madden 17 videos because while I'll be spending time playing this on Madden 16, that will be time taken away from what I could be doing on Madden 17. I would like to get at least one more season out of this, but the option is, if I do one more season, we will have an off season. It will be in the stream, but I will reduce the minutes substantially, cutting the minutes in half and doing about 4 or 5 minute quarters, so I could upload about 2 videos a day on this and hopefully get it done before Madden comes out, Madden 17 comes out, or like that first week of Madden 17 being out. Or we have the option to, we won a Super Bowl, we've accomplished our goal, we're done. It's kind of hard to step away from a team like this, but we're done. We've accomplished our Super Bowl, we've repackaged this team completely, and we're done. We can be done with this, and I could fill in the rest of the time until I get Madden 17 with doing the 5 years to win series with other teams, which means we'll still be having streams. So if you vote, you know, this series can come to a close, and we look forward to what new team we're going to tackle for Madden 17 and what I'm going to do with it. I have an idea of what I want to do with it. We can put this right here to rest. It was a good series. We got 3 seasons out of it, and it was 3 seasons during a dead period of Madden 16. It was at the very end of Madden 16. I got it in. I didn't care about how the views looked. I just pushed through it, and you guys that stuck with me, and you guys were there for the ride. It was a lot of fun. If you vote that we do one more season, keep in mind it would be at a very, very reduced amount of time. 4 to 5 minute quarters. I believe right now we are playing on 10. So stats will be down dramatically, and I will be trying to put out about 2 videos a day so that we just blow past it. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Sound off in the comment section below, but I definitely need you to vote. I guess the comments, you can use the comments just to put over your opinions, and also just to let me know how you guys felt about the series overall. It was a fun ride. I enjoyed the hell out of it. We got our ass kicked for those first 2 seasons. We got our asses kicked, but we came back this season right here with a hell of a team, hell of an offense, and our defense clicked down the stretch in the playoffs. We had those 2 tester games at the end of the season, the regular season, and that propelled us into the playoffs, and we played magnificently. A lot of memories from this season, a lot of yelling at people, a lot of people getting put over. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, whatever memories you have about the series, you can leave that in the comment section. Whatever your thoughts is on what we should do, you can leave that in the comment section again. But definitely do vote, because I need it, and the vote is going to be up for one day because I need to know what we're going to be doing extremely soon. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for being here for the series if it does come to an end.